Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be a good one between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll be back at halftime to look at some of these stats and scores from Sunday's action. But for now, it's Monday Night Football. And to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, a new season finally here. We had the great one Thursday night. All sorts of intrigue in the games yesterday, and now we put a bow on this first weekend with a good one here tonight.
We do put a spotlight on key games, don't we? Even key nights. Thursday night has become a spotlight night. How about Sunday night? But there still is some magic to playing on Monday night, and these two teams are feeling it.
Fucking hell, where's he kicked that?
Oh my god, I just punted it on my 1 yard run.
Okay, I've got two players that can defend, Shadow Richardson and Myles Garrett by the looks of it.
Fucking good.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. So here are the Giants now in great field position to start their initial drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator said right off the top.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
And we take a look now at the New York offense.
And the play of this offensive line is going to be so important in this game because we saw the sack a minute or so ago. They've got to be able to give their guy time to throw. That means communication and being physical is vital. Otherwise, this could be a long game.
Let's get off the field. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing his Allen on third. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Hey, Tucson. Hey, Corbin.
On play action, Allen. Catch made by Slayton. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Certainly not what they wanted defensively. We're hoping to hold them to a field goal. Instead, they're able to convert the 3rd and long here on the opening drive.
So not only was it a flipping field position and a flipping fortunes, but how about mentally? You just described it. They were hoping to force them into a field goal there. Instead, they give up the big gain, and now it's 1st and goal. The offense has got them on their heels.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Allen gonna throw, and he's gonna go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Darius Philon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal, and he's got it. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone, and now it'll be 4th and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They pass up the 3, fake it, it doesn't work. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
On 1st down, Sinclair. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Sinclair. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Fielded at the 33. And shutting him off, now open field.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
They knew they were going to have great field position, went all out, got a little too aggressive.
And you have to understand your angles. They're cut down. When they're that backed up, you've got to be careful going after him.
Murray now on 1st down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over. At the 24-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go. You're on the set. Here we go.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter. Now Allen, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Darius Slayton there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a give right side. Sinclair, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That goes for 14 yards, 1st down Cardinals.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Murray. He'll find his tight end, Seals-Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. That's complete to his tight end, Seals-Jones. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 3 yards out, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now the try here for the point after.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at his 4. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now Allen. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And this throw will be intercepted. Peter Baker with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray again, 2nd and 10. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now out come the Giants. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Hey, zoom.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Giants have taken the lead. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you're talking about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, this one complete to Christian Kirk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From midfield, here's Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check this. Alpha. And ready.
Play action. Now it's Allen. That's complete to Slayton. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get things started up at Ford Field in Detroit, where it was...
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this with intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. From just shy of midfield, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals! Andy Isabella, 48 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Everybody likes to see the long ball thrown, but when you throw it underneath and you see someone catch the ball, secure it, make their moves, and then turn it into bigger plays, that's a lot of fun to watch as well.
Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Allen will try again on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Shifts by him at the 25. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
On 2nd and 12, Murray, throw right side, going to be caught by Seals-Jones. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though
Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 30. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 21-14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go! Let's go!
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Murray now on 1st down. Throw left side, completes Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals! Andy Isabella, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
What a spin. And they finally get to him, but not before he's past the 45 to the 46-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Hey, Charlie! Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Blue Dan. Fight.
On 1st down, Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Philon, his 2nd sack of the night.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Allen. Got a man, Slayton. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Go! Who's that? Is that yours? Is that yours? Who's that? Hey, check right for now! 47. Lock it! You ready? Hey, switch gears.
Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They'll get 34 yards there. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll give it here to Brown. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. That option pitch we saw, we don't witness a ton of that in the NFL, but it worked there down near the goal line for a score.
And it's actually a great call in goal line situations because as more and more quarterbacks enter the league with that mobility and having run option in college, more pro teams are adding it to their arsenal. And now it's not just, does the quarterback run it? Does he pitch it? Now they've added that 3rd element. He can rise up and throw the ball as well.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a 1-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know, they're the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyreek Hill, 75 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just 1 play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. That one good for 26 and a first down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way, work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Allen off the play fake. Catch made by Slayton. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
And that 3rd counter there gives them the lead, and it's obvious they've needed everything that he's given them today. The 3 touchdowns, that's impressive, but without them, they're not winning this game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Throwing again on second down. Murray looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To the air, Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they hit the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Let's go.
Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on them.
Do me a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance. Definitely
that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a man open down the middle of the field. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
This pass complete. Murray to Seals Jones. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Murray to air it out again. It's caught. It's Stewart. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run. It's Johnson. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it, right?
Yeah, hindsight is always 20/20.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll go to Barkley again. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run the counter. Barkley. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Murray. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And it's incomplete. Now there is 1 second remaining. So they'll have time here for one more play. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Giants, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.